The Village at Orange, or Orange Mall to some, is a shopping mall located in Orange, California that opened in 1971. If you've clicked onto this video, then you know what today is. It's Monday, Mall Madness. Every Monday I'll be releasing a new video on a defunct or maybe not so defunct mall and its history. Make sure you stick around to the very end of the videos. I'd like to see if you, the viewer, are paying attention. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for my latest mall video, defunct store, occasional throwback Thursday, or soda history. Leave a suggestion about a future video or memories of this mall. Thanks. On August 16th, 1971, the 63-acre, $30 million, 900,000 square foot single-level Orange Mall opened for business. The mall was built around a standalone Sears department store that had opened in 1967. In 1970, plans for a mall to be added to the Sears emerged. The center, on a 63-acre site, would cost around $30 million and would be called the Orange Mall. The developer was Harry Newman Jr., president of Newman Properties in Long Beach and president of the International Council of Shopping Centers. When it was built, it was the first mall in Southern California with carpeting throughout the mall. Alongside the Sears was a Woolworths. The mall opened with a 273,500 square foot Sears and a 167,000 square foot The Broadway. The mall's total size was around 900,000 square feet, with 80 retail stores and parking for 4,700 cars. In 1977, the Woolworths store closed. And was replaced by a small JCPenney store. Throughout the 70s and 80s, you might have remembered going to Carl's Jr., Sweats and Surf, Russo's Pet Shop, and there was even a Farrell's across the street. You may have gone to See's Candy to get free suckers or free samples from Hickory Farms. There was also a movie theater behind the mall called Orange Mall 6. There was also a Hallmark and toy stores, and you may have been at the arcade and toy store on the bottom level of Sears. There was also a Cracker Barrel too. There was also a Whimsy Works at the middle entrance, a La Fiesta Mexican food restaurant, a Parasol restaurant, a Radio Shack, A Flag Brothers Shoes, A Kinney's Shoes, a CVS, B Dalton, Spencer's, Tinderbox, a Richmond Brothers, Nina's, and Red Eyes. If you hung out there, you may have remembered the local guy nicknamed Jesus, who dressed like a throwback to the 18th century and carried on perpetual, seemingly incoherent conversations with himself. He was considered very neat and clean and seemed as though he was reasonably well off, but was clearly unbalanced in some apparently harmless way. The Broadway closed in 1996 due to the chain being purchased by Macy's, and the site was torn down for a Walmart. The center completed a $57 million renovation in 2003. They hope to entice the over 1.6 million people residing in a 10-mile radius of the mall. A Sprouts Farmers Market opened in July of 2009, replacing the Linen & Things store that went out of business as part of the chain's nationwide store closings. As for me, my memories of this mall was getting a pet rabbit at the pet store in 2013, and the Walmart was where we would go shopping at for a number of years. In 2015, the mall had another renovation. Shortly thereafter, the mall was sold to Vestar. The mall appeared to be targeting younger demographic, with the Habit Burger Grill, Buffalo Wild Wings, Noodles & Company, Ulta Beauty, and Jimmy John's Gourmet Sandwiches. JCPenney closed on July 31st, 2017, as part of a plan to close 138 stores nationwide. Sears closed on April 18th, 2021, as part of a plan to close 23 stores nationwide, which left Walmart as the only true traditional anchor left. Sears was the last original anchor at this mall. In 2023, a YouTube channel posted in the comments section that the Village at Orange was going to be closing in January of 2024. Upon reading the actual letter posted to the merchants, I've come to learn that the interior of the mall was going to be closing on January 31st, 2024. So I decided to check out the mall before it closes. This video was actually filmed in September of 2023, even though you now see this in January of 2024. The Walmart now occupies the former Broadway location and is currently the only major mall anchor. At first glance, the mall looks busy and booming, with many notable restaurants and stores such as Buffalo Wild Wings, Red Robin's, HomeGoods, Ross Dress for Less, and a new store opening up next to Walmart. When I first walked into the interior of the mall, I was greeted to a hazy cloud inside of the mall and the smell of burgers. Apparently, the Red Robin's vents empty out into the mall as well as its smoke. The mall itself, inside and outside, looks pretty modern and up to date, very clean, but what I noticed the most was that the mall was empty of people. I mean, I visited the mall on a Thursday at lunchtime, and you'd think that it would have been teeming with people trying to get lunch or do some of their shopping on their breaks. I stopped to look at the mall directory, and the amount of stores in this mall was limited to just a handful of stores. The mall seemed like it was abandoned, and the amount of vacancies was plenty as I walked down the corridor. In fact, many of the stores had long closed before the January 2024 deadline to vacate the mall. There were some big-name stores in the mall still, although they too was empty of customers. I still remember when this place used to be busy. Although the mall had many name brand stores, there were also quite a bit of stores that I've never heard of. Boomy. The actual interior of the mall is actually small. In fact, you can see one end of the mall from the entrance. I was going in the direction towards the old Sears. The Ross Dress for Less has a mall entrance as well as an entrance from the empty parking lot outside. The HomeGoods has a similar layout. The former Sears is straight ahead. This is where the former Sears was, now blocked off by a partition. A 24-hour fitness occupies a part of the empty Sears building. I exited the mall through a side entrance and ventured outside to see the old Sears building. The old JCPenney building is still visible. In one of the past comments, a viewer mentioned that there was a massive tunnel system under the mall. If you notice, there was an RV parked past the fence. I think they may have been living there. I decided to walk around the outside of the old Sears. Part of the old building is a 24-hour fitness, but I was surprised that Spirit Halloween didn't rent the other part of the building like they did at the Buena Park Mall. On the other side of the Sears was the old Tire and Automotive Center. Another viewer also recounted his memories of this place. And of course, who could forget the iconic early 1970s era Sears? I had gone to this location many times over the years. This is where my brother bought the Sega Genesis in 1990. The exterior is a classic late 60s, early 1970s architecture commonly seen in Southern California. It's sad to see that it's finally closed. I headed back into the mall near the 24-hour fitness side and saw the old Sears Mall entrance sign. Looking from the Sears side, you get a glimpse of just how small this mall is. The center of the mall is pretty cool with a nice ceiling fixture. This mall was like a library though, very quiet. This is where the former JCPenney mall entrance used to be. I walked through this store numerous times. In February of 2023, there was a proposal to redevelop the village at the Orange Mall to include housing along with retail, but that proposal has run into stiff opposition. Residents are voicing concerns about tall residential buildings looming above nearby single-family homes. On September 12th, I guess plans have been approved and they're moving forward with redevelopment of the interior of the mall. They probably are removing it all together like they did at the Eastland Center in West Covina and making it an outdoor shopping center. But as I was leaving the mall, perhaps for the final time, it is really sad to see that many of the shops had already closed. There were stores that had signs indicating that they were going to have a liquidation sale. Sad if you ask me. Many of the stores were massage places, hair salons, and small mom and pop stores. Nothing like what they had in its heyday. So if you have any memories of this place, leave a comment below and share your memories with all of us. Congratulations, you made it this far into the video.
When I find you.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
So let's see how close you were paying attention to my video. So how many anchor stores closed in this mall? So if your answer is 4 department stores, give yourself a hand. You were paying attention. Thanks for watching. So what do you remember about this mall? Leave a comment or some more details that I may have missed, or maybe even a suggestion for a future mall video you would like to see. Don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions. Thanks for watching.